The story of Africans told by Africans. Here are the top cultural practices in modern Africa that outsiders may find shocking and strange. Now, without further ado, here is your number 10. We are exploring the bull jumping ceremony of the Hamar tribe of Ethiopia. Nestled in the rugged landscapes of southern Ethiopia, the Hamar tribe stands out for their rich cultural traditions that reflect their connection to the land and their deep-rooted beliefs. Among the most captivating of these traditions is the bull jumping ceremony, which is an age-old rite of passage that not only marks the transition from boyhood to manhood, but also symbolizes the tribe's values, strength, and unity. The bull jumping ceremony, also known as Ukuli Bula in the Hamar language, is a highly significant event in the life of a young Hamar man. This elaborate ceremony typically takes place during the dry season and involves a series of events that test the courage, endurance, and readiness of the initiate to assume adult responsibilities within the community. At the heart of the ceremony is the act of bull jumping, where the initiate must run, jump, and cross the backs of a row of bulls, sometimes numbering as many as 15 to 30. The successful completion of this challenge is a testament to the young man's physical strength, bravery, and agility. The bull jumping is witnessed by the entire community, creating an atmosphere of celebration and support. In this rite of passage for Hamar boys, they must leap over a line of bulls, in most cases completely naked, symbolizing their transition to manhood. The bull jumping ceremony is not just about physical feats. It is also deeply rooted in Hamar cultural values and spiritual beliefs. It symbolizes the initiate's readiness to take on the responsibilities of marriage, family, and community leadership. It marks the end of childhood and the beginning of a new chapter in the young man's life. The bull jumping ceremony also reflects the importance of community and unity within the Hamar tribe. The event brings together family members, neighbors, and even neighboring tribes, reinforcing the sense of shared identity and interconnectedness. Little wonder the Hamar people take pride in celebrating these milestones as a collective entity, emphasizing the significance of kinship and support in their cultural practices and communal life. Here is a question. Will you jump a bull to demonstrate your masculinity? Let us know in the comments what you think about this cultural practice of the Hamar people. Number 9. Nigerian Fulani getting beaten before they get a wife. Imagine a situation where before you get a wife to marry, you must give yourself to be beaten to test your masculinity. Strange, isn't it? Well, not for the Fulani people of northern Nigeria. The Fulanis are a semi-nomadic pastoralist ethnic group that are predominantly found in northern Nigeria. The practice of getting beat up before you get a wife is known as sharo, and sharo entails older members of the community severely beating the groom before he gets a wife. Because of this practice, the groom gains esteem and approval and is able to obtain the woman. If the groom is unable to bear the pain of the flogging, the wedding is called off, and in worst case scenarios, the dowry payment is reversible. The Sharo tradition is an elaborate rite of passage that marks the transition of young Fulani men from adolescence to adulthood. This practice involves a public display of courage and endurance where the young men, often in their late teens or early 20s, compete in a flogging contest. The participants are required to endure severe whippings without showing pain as a demonstration of their strength, resilience, and readiness for the responsibilities of adulthood, including marriage. The central feature of the Sharo ceremony is the flogging, where the participants are lashed on their backs with sticks or canes. The number of lashes can vary depending on the community and individual preferences, but the goal is to endure the pain without flinching. The ability to withstand the flogging is seen as a testament to the young man's bravery and the young man's capacity to provide and protect a future family. At its core, the Sharo tradition encapsulates various elements of Fulani culture. It reflects the Fulani people's emphasis on strength, courage, and honor, values that are deeply rooted in their pastoralist heritage. The tradition is a way to distinguish themselves as a proud and cohesive ethnic group, particularly within the broader Nigerian society. In recent years, however, the Sharo tradition has undergone changes and adaptations. Some communities, for instance, have modified its practice to reduce the severity of the flogging, while others have abandoned it altogether due to changing attitudes and evolving societal norms. What do you think about this strange practice? Is it a sign of bravery and courage? Will you agree? Will you encourage it in the modern world? Let us know what you think in the comments sections. And in case you think that this is strange, wait until we get to number 1. You will hear some of the strangest stories of cultural practices in modern Africa. Number 8. Walking on stilts of the Dinka tribe of Southern Sudan. The Dinka people practice still walking as a rite of passage for young boys. It is a way to showcase strength and balance and is often performed during important ceremonies. Rooted in tradition, this unique rite of passage holds deep cultural significance and serves as a testament to the tribe's values, resilience, and interconnectedness with their environment. The Dinka tribe residing in the Nile Basin of southern Sudan are predominantly pastoralists whose way of life is intricately woven with the land and their cattle herds. Within this pastoral lifestyle, the practice of walking on stilts emerges as a defining cultural trait, particularly for young boys who are on the cusp of transitioning into manhood. The journey of stilt walking begins during the adolescent years when Dinka boys are initiated into this ancient tradition. Stilts, often made from branches of certain trees, are crafted with care and precision. Learning to walk on stilts requires a delicate balance between determination, patience, and skill. The process of mastering stilt walking serves as a rite of passage, a testament to one's agility and strength, and an embodiment of the tribe's core values. Will you try this rather dangerous practice if you happen to visit this cultural group of the Dinka people? Let us know what you think about stilt walking in the comments section. Number 7. Fat girls for marriage in Mauritania. The practice of force-feeding girls or encouraging them to gain weight for the purpose of marriage is a long-held tradition in some parts of Mauritania. While the idea is not a widely accepted or endorsed cultural practice in modern Mauritania, as a matter of fact, the government has been a little bit strict about that. But traditionally, being overweight was seen as a symbol of affluence and prosperity, making it an attractive trait for potential brides. Girls were often fed forcefully in order to conform to these ideals and increase their chances of securing a good marriage. In some cases, families may view marrying their daughters off as a way to alleviate financial burdens. Girls who undergo force feeding are seen as more desirable, leading to more lucrative marriage prospects. This is based on the belief that the fatter the girl looks, the more desirable and wealthier she appears to men. What do you think about this particular practice? Let us know in the comment section. And in case you are wondering if this is going to get stranger than this, just wait until we get to number 1. Number 6. Potency marriage test among the Banyankole tribe in Uganda. Deeply within the heart of Uganda, the Banyankole tribe has upheld a unique cultural practice known as the Potency marriage test for generations. This intriguing tradition, well rooted in historical and social contexts, has sparked debates and discussions about its relevance in a modern and changing world. The potency marriage test is a practice in which a newlywed groom is expected to publicly prove his virility and ability to father children shortly after the marriage. The Banyankole community places significant importance on the fertility and the continuation of the family lineage, making this practice a crucial ritual. The test usually involves the groom being examined by an elder or a designated representative of the community, often in a public setting, to ensure that he is physically capable of fulfilling his marital duties. But even more specifically is that marriages are seen as an unimaginable burden for the bride's aunt. As a result, the groom is required to sample the bride's aunt's cookie before the pair gets married as a potency test. Yup, you heard that right. The aunt, whoever she happens to be, must be ready to bear that uncomfortable burden. It is also her responsibility to check the bride's virginity. At its core, the potency marriage test reflects the Banyankole tribe's deeply rooted values related to family, lineage, and procreation. Within the traditional context, a successful test affirms the group's ability to carry on the family name and secure the future for the community. It serves as a way to strengthen the bonds between families and ensure the stability of the marital union. Today, some critics contend that the potency marriage test places undue pressure on newlyweds and perpetuates harmful gender stereotypes. For instance, one of the arguments traces the fact that the test predominantly targets the groom's virility, disregarding the fact that fertility issues can arise from both partners. Additionally, the public nature of the test can be humiliating for couples who may already be dealing with the emotional challenges of starting a new life together. What will you do if you are a young man who is about to get married in this culture? Will you be excited about this practice or reject it completely? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Number 5. Fat Men Contest of the Bodi tribe in Ethiopia. Yes, you heard that right. Fat Men Contest. These days, discussions about body image and body shaming saturate the media. The perfect body type is often showcased as trimmed and fit. Well, not if you are from the Bodi tribe of Ethiopia. In the heart of Ethiopia, nestled within the vibrant tapestry of African cultures, lies the Bodi tribe, who are renowned for a distinct and intriguing cultural practice known as the Fat Men Contest. This captivating tradition, which might appear unusual at first glance, provides profound insights into the Bodi tribe's values, perspectives on beauty and identity. This tribe resides in the remote lowlands of southwestern Ethiopia, where their way of life revolves around cattle herding and agriculture. Amidst this pastoral existence, the Fat Men Contest has taken on a central role. The contest, held annually, gathers men from the tribe who compete to gain weight over the span of several months. This unique celebration of corpulence might seem unconventional, but it holds deep cultural significance within the community. These Fat Men contests are held annually where men compete to gain weight. In their culture, being overweight is considered a sign of wealth and status. For them, a plump physique is not only admired but also considered a symbol of wealth, health, and prestige. The contest is a display of prosperity and status, echoing the tribe's historical and geographical context. In an environment where resources can be scarce and physical resilience is a necessity, the ability to gain weight is associated with abundance and the ability to provide for oneself and one's family. The Fat Men Contest is not merely a superficial spectacle, no. It is a reflection of the tribe's complex understanding of beauty and identity. While much of the modern world's beauty standards are influenced by media and trends, the Bodi tribe's criteria for attractiveness harken back to their cultural heritage. This contest underscores the dynamic interplay between tradition and modernity, as the Bodi people navigate their evolving identity within a globalizing world. Beyond the surface, the Fat Men Contest encapsulates these tribes' communal spirit and sense of unity. The contest is a communal effort with family and friends participating in the process of preparing meals and encouraging contestants to consume copious amounts of milk and blood. The act of gaining weight becomes a collective endeavor, reinforcing bonds and camaraderie within the tribe. Wouldn't you want to be in a culture that does not judge you when you add a few pounds? Tell us what you feel in the comments. Number 4. Lip plates of the Mursi tribe in Ethiopia. The Mursi tribe of Ethiopia are a special people who have managed to maintain certain parts of their culture that have been passed down for many generations. One of these cultural practices is the lip plates. This distinctive cultural practice involves the insertion of large clay or wooden plates into the lower lips of Mursi women, excepting the men. And this makes me wonder, why are the men not part of this? But by doing so, it creates an unforgettable visual image and a profound insight into the tribe's identity, heritage, and beliefs. The Mursi people wear large lip plates made of clay or wood in their lower lips as a form of body modification and cultural identity. A Mursi girl's bottom lip is chopped when she turns 15 years by her mother or an elderly woman. The injury is then supported for 3 months as it heals using large earthenware or wooden plates. It is a matter of personal preference if one gets their lips pierced, although many young women favor lip plates. Surprise! This practice typically begins during adolescence as young girls undergo the process of gradually stretching their lower lips to accommodate larger and larger plates. The lip plates can range in size, with some reaching astonishing dimensions. One of the primary reasons behind the lip plates tradition is the emphasis on beauty and identity. In the Mursi culture, beauty is closely tied to physical modifications, and the larger the lip plate a woman wears, the more she is perceived as beautiful and desirable. Strange, isn't it? Well, these plates signify a rite of passage into womanhood and also emphasize fertility, which is a crucial aspect of their society where the importance of lineage and continuation of the tribe is of paramount importance. But even more significant is the fact that the lip plate acts as a cultural marker that distinguishes the Mursi from other ethnic groups. The lip plates stand as a visual testament to the tribe's rich heritage and their resilience in preserving their traditions in the face of modernization and external influences. The plates are not merely decorative, they also carry the weight of history, tradition, and a collective sense of identity. In recent years, due to increased exposure to the outside world and tourism, the Mursi tribe's traditional way of life has faced challenges and changes. While some Mursi individuals continue to uphold the lip plates tradition, younger generations are increasingly questioning and modifying the practice in response to evolving societal dynamics. What do you think about this rather strange tradition of the Mursi people? Do you think the practice is a form of beautification or something else? Let us know what you think in the comments section. Number 3. The wife exchange of the Woodabe tribe of Niger. In the arid landscapes of Niger, the Woodabe tribe stands out for their unique cultural practices that have fascinated observers and researchers for years. Among their intriguing customs is the practice of wife exchange, a tradition that might challenge conventional notions of marriage, but holds deep cultural significance within the Woodabe society. This practice offers a window into the complexities of relationships, kinship, and cultural identity. It is the norm for their parents to arrange their first marriage when they are very young. These unions typically involve cousins from the same family. Then there are the annual celebrations when the Woodabe males dress to impress, dance, and try to find a new wife. If a man can take a wife without being discovered, he gains social standing. Wife exchange among the Woodabe tribe is a practice that involves contemporary partner swaps during a festival known as the Gerewol. The Gerewol is a beauty pageant-like event where young Woodabe men adorn themselves in elaborate costumes, paint, and jewelry, and compete for the attention of the young women. This festival provides an opportunity for Woodabe men and women to meet, interact, and potentially initiate new relationships. During the Gerewol festival, it is not uncommon for Woodabe men to engage in temporary unions with women who are not their wives. This practice allows for brief, consensual relationships to form outside of the traditional boundaries of marriage. It is important to note that these temporary relationships are generally acceptable within the cultural context of the Woodabe tribe and are understood as part of the festival's unique dynamics. The wife exchange during the Gerewol festival reflects the Woodabe's complex views on relationships, marriage, and social connections. Rather than being solely focused on the formation of permanent partnerships, the practice acknowledges the importance of social interaction, courtship, and the celebration of beauty. The festival provides a platform for young Woodabe individuals to explore potential partnerships to strengthen communal bonds and express themselves through elaborate aesthetic displays. What would you do if you were married in this cultural context? Will you cherish this practice or disdain it? Let us know what you think in the comment section. Number 2. The Maasai spitting practice. Nestled within the vast expanse of East Africa, specifically Tanzania and Kenya, the Maasai people have upheld their distinctive cultural practices and traditions for generations. Among their intriguing customs is the act of spitting, a ritual that might initially appear unusual to outsiders but holds profound significance within the context of Maasai society. The act of blessing and showing respect is by spitting. Strange. Tribal members exchange greetings by spitting on one another. Maasai young warriors spit on the hand of an elder before offering his hand for a handshake. That is considered an act of respect. The act of spitting among the Maasai is a multifaceted phenomenon encompassing various meanings and roles. One of the primary purposes of spitting is to ward off evil or negative energies. When a Maasai person perceives a potential threat or an ill omen, they may spit 3 times as a symbolic gesture of protection. This action is believed to deter harmful forces and ensure the safety and well-being of the individual or group. This action is believed to deter harmful forces and ensure the safety and well-being of the individual or group. Spitting, therefore, is an essential aspect of Maasai greetings and blessings. When greeting someone, for instance, particularly if that person is an elder or a respected figure in society, spitting serves as a sign of reverence and respect. This practice aligns with the Maasai's hierarchical social structure and emphasizes the significance of age and experience within their cultural milieu. Spitting also plays a role in rituals related to livestock. During ceremonies like cattle branding or circumcision, spit is used to purify and bless the participants. The act of spitting in this context symbolizes the spiritual connection between the Maasai people and their cattle, which are the cornerstone of their livelihood and cultural identity. The ritual of spitting holds both practical and symbolic importance in Maasai culture. From a practical standpoint, spitting can serve as a way to deter insects, prevent annoyance in the region's climate, and a host of other functions. Symbolically, it encapsulates the Maasai's unique worldview where the physical and the spiritual are intertwined in everyday life. What are your thoughts about this cultural practice? Will you agree to be spat on as a sign of honor and respect? Tell us what you think in the comments section. Number 1. Showers with cow urine of the Mundari tribe of South Sudan. The Mundari tribe is a small ethnic group of South Sudan and is part of the Karo people, one of the Nilotic peoples. The group is composed of cattle herders and agriculturalists. The Mundari, like other Nilotic tribes, are very cattle-oriented. Cattle serve as food, a form of currency, and a mark of status. Because of their relationship with their cattle, Mundari people are known to bath their hair in cow urine, giving it a yellow-orange color. Will you beat that? What a strange practice, you may say. About 2 years ago or so, the popular Ghanaian YouTuber Woodabe visited a Mundari village in southern Sudan and shared some light to this practice. Here is what he found.
Man, nice to meet you, man. I'd say, is this salam? Yeah. Salam. Hey, from Ghana. Kabisa, Ghana. I don't even know what I'm saying, but nice to meet you, man. You all need to know. And the people right here, they have a name. And the tribe, I don't even know. So my brother, can you come and talk to me?
We are the Mundari people.
Mundari people?
Mundari.
Who are the Mundari people?
The Mundari people are Nilotics.
Okay. Oh, you guys live along there now. I have been to so many African countries and I bet you I've never seen anything like this before. These people literally worship their cows as gods, and to the extent that they don't sell the cows, neither do they eat their own cows.
They also have a strong belief that their cattle is not worth any rich man's assets or wealth, meaning they barely eat or sell their cattle.
So there you have it, the top 10 strangest cultural practices in modern Africa. Or did we miss anything? Let us know of other practices you consider strange that did not make our list. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and remember to turn on the notification bell. You can also like, comment, and share this video with your family and friends. It helps the algorithm so that YouTube will showcase it to as many people as possible to enable us grow this important channel. We encourage you to watch out for our next exciting and educative video on another important aspect of modern life in Africa. We will see you next time. Thank you for watching.